Here today to talk about my brand new camera I just got. It's the all-new PowerShot S100 from Canon. Okay, so this is just going to be my own personal user review. As you guys know, I do just my own personal reviews of what I believe is good for myself and what you guys might like out of this. So the reason why I got this camera is mainly because I wanted a good point and shoot, and a lot of the point and shoots out there, they're okay. They don't have all the awesome features that the S100 has. So the main reason why this one's so popular, or the previous predecessor, which was the S95, why it was so popular is because there were actually manual controls. So you can see that this one has a PASM dial that you can choose, manual controls, AV-TV, so kind of like an SLR. That's my favorite feature that I liked on this. Not many cameras out there have this type of feature, but this is one of the best ones that actually is very true to what it claims to do. So it has a lot of manual features, even down to the buttons. Here's the scroll wheel here. There's even the ring dial spinner here, so you can control aperture and whatnot. So let's take a look here. So if I flip to manual mode, you can do full manual controls. You can use this spin wheel here, and let me see if I get that there we go. This will control your shutter speeds, and then your ring here will control your apertures, so you can go as low as f2.0 all the way up to f8 for now because of the shutter speeds, but you can always change it on manual mode. Has the live metering on the right there. As you can see, the full display there is very easy to read. It's a 400 pixel display, which is good enough. I know there's other companies out there that make better displays, but 400 is enough. You'll have a nice clear display when you're shooting as well. The sensor, the CMOS sensor is really good. Works very well in low light. I've encountered not much noise at all, even on ISO 1600. Anything higher than that, you'll definitely see a lot of noise, but it's very good for a point and shoot. Like I said, many point and shoots out there, they don't have much good low light noise, and this one performs very well. I'm very impressed with this camera. I use this everywhere. I've taken this to birthday parties, I've taken outdoors on hikes and whatnot, and the pictures never cease to amaze me. It's done very well. It shoots very good distance. It has a 5x zoom, which is equivalent to, I believe, is about 100 millimeters. Don't quote me on that, but it's around there of distance. And the closest distance you can shoot with this is about 24 millimeters on the wide angle as well. So this is a mini wide angle camera as well, so which is first for the S100. It didn't have that in the S95 either, so definitely a good plus. Here's your zoom dial here, so you can go in and out for your zooms. So you can zoom left or right, and so forth. The button layout is a little bit different. I'm sure you've probably seen other reviews on it already. Ooh, something's wrong with the lighting. Okay, so there you go. The button layouts, they have a dedicated record button now, so it allows you to record your video right away without having to go into any menu system. There's a ring function button now here where you can customize different buttons on. There's kind of like a shortcut button. I think they had that before on the S95 as well. You have your playback, you have your flash control. That's the cool thing about the flash control. You can always override it and have it closed because this camera does have a powered flash. Let me see if I can power it on there. There you go. It has a powered flash, so I know a lot of people are a little skeptical about it, but unfortunately you're stuck with it if you're buying the S100 or the S95. I was a little worried because when I dropped this camera, it landed on this corner of the flash. But luckily, it was still durable enough that this camera will basically take a beating, I guess. I dropped it from my pocket to the ground on asphalt. So there's a slight dent and nick, but as you can see, it still works. Pretty powerful, tough, well-built camera. The flash is okay. Unfortunately, there's no manual controls on it. I wish I could manually control the flash. So sometimes if you're too close to a subject, it might get a little washed out. So just be careful with the flash. But I rarely use a flash. Since this thing has an f2.0 lens, I just bring a little mini tripod. So the camera itself, it's a nice black finish. It also comes in like a titanium finish, but I like the black more. It's a little more professional. It has like a rough texture. I don't know if you guys ever held a DSLR before. It's the same type of texture. It's kind of sandpaperish, but very smooth sandpaperish, so it won't hurt you or anything, but it has a nice grip, and it has a rubber strip here, which is new on the thumb here, and also for the fingers here, so you can hold it nice and well, so it doesn't slip off. Unfortunately, it slipped for me, so I know I'm a little clumsy. Very good camera so far, and it takes SD cards as usual, so it accepts all the newest SD cards. I have the SD there. And the battery's different. They changed the battery system now. It's a NB5L now. The S95 was NB4L, so no difference. I don't see any difference on the battery life improvements. It's about the same. I pretty much only have to recharge it probably if I shoot pictures about every day. I probably don't have to charge this for maybe 3 days or so. I think it's good for a good amount of photos and video. Yeah, I had this for about 2 weeks. Like I said, I've only charged this camera only 2 times actually. Yeah, so its battery life is not bad. I'm not doing heavy use, but it's good enough. But with the GPS, which is a new feature, it does drain it. So that when I tried the first time with the GPS on while I'm taking pictures all day, I did have to recharge the battery the next day because I guess the GPS antenna does take up a lot of battery power. But it's cool though. You can basically geotag your images from where you shot your pictures. So yeah, overall this camera is a little bit heavier too compared to other point and shoots, but not too heavy, but it does have a weight where it feels like, ooh, it's a very good quality type camera, so definitely not gonna hurt your neck or anything. So it's a good compact size. It's a typical size as the S95. I believe this one's a little bit slimmer than the S95, just by a little bit. So the reason why I have these straps now, we'll talk about that, is like I said, I had my wrist strap that it came with, but unfortunately it slipped out of my hand anyway. And unfortunately I was able to damage my camera, which is only a few days old, which was a bummer. So I bought this guy, which is from Optical. It's actually a binocular neck strap. And the cool thing is this thing here will snap together, becomes a neck strap. So there you go, and it hangs over my neck. It's very comfortable, actually. It's neoprene. Definitely recommend it for you guys who have a S95 or S100 that have the dual strap connections. Not many point and shoots have dual straps, but this one does. So this one you can wear it over your neck very nicely. You might look a little geeky, but hey, it's better than damaging your camera because it is a pretty expensive camera for $429. I got one more little toy to show you guys. Like I said, I use it with the tripod when I use low light exposures because I don't like using the flash. So what I got was I picked it up on Amazon. It's brand new. It's actually this guy. It looks kind of funny, but it's made by Joby. You know, the guys who made the Gorilla Pod. Well, they made a mini one. This is the mini, I guess, Joby pod for point and shoot cameras. And what this does is it's a nice little tripod that actually folds open. Pretty neat, huh? Looks like a little ninja star. It folds open for you to use your tripod on your camera, on your point and shoot. It only works on point and shoots right now, so it doesn't support SLR. But basically, like I said, it folds up. It fits into your pocket very nicely. So how you install it? Just like you normally with a tripod. So there's a little point there. Just screw it on like so. It's made out of magnesium and aluminum. Very high quality materials. Very durable. It's really rock solid. It's not plasticky like the Gorilla Pod is. And all you do is just spin the legs open. Pretty cool, right? And then it just stands. Just like that. And also it has a ball joint on there so you can move it. Left, up, down, right. So you can move the ball joint any way you like. But you can't go 90 degrees if you want to do portraits. But it's good if you want to just do it in the... if you have a location that you want to shoot low lights, you have like a table or flat surface, use it like a tripod. And then when you're on the go, you just fold it back up, you're good to go. Just take it off, slip it in your pocket, and you're ready to go. Okay, so that's it for my reviews today. I just went over the PowerShot S100 camera today and the Joby mini tripod, as well as the Optic binocular neck strap.